Well, the December 2024 Visa Bulletin is out. And guess what? Not too much movement from the previous month. However, it's still a Visa Bulletin to analyze, to understand what is going to happen in 2025. Specifically, if you're waiting for your visa interview, specifically, if you're stuck at the National Visa Center, or you want to know what's going to happen with your case. So make sure you watch this video until the end. I'm going to try to give you as much detail as possible, and we'll analyze this Visa Bulletin just like we do every single month. All right, everybody. So just like we do every single month, I provide you a summary in writing of the Visa Bulletin. We put it on our blog every single month. We put a lot of time and effort to record these videos, to write the analysis. And in this video, it's another way just to explain it a little bit easier for you who are following these videos every single month to understand where we're heading and what to expect in 2025. The general overview is that we don't have too much movement in the Visa Bulletin, very small movement in employment-based, and almost no movement, literally no movement in any categories what we've seen in November. So it's pretty much the same like November, but it's still important to analyze. And I'm going to give you a specific predictions for 2025 as we move on through this video. So let's start first with a glance highlight that I summarize for you every single time we write the summary of the Visa Bulletin. First of all, what are we going to see here? So on employment-based categories, the final action date for India EB2 advanced by 2 weeks only to August 1st, 2012. The final action date for India EB3 advanced by 1 week to November 8, 2012 in December. All other employment final action dates and dates for filing remain the same in December as the previous month. And if you want to look at the family-based categories at a glance, all family-sponsored final action dates remain the same in December as the previous month in November. Now, I told you when I recorded the Visa Bulletin of November that we don't expect to see too many changes in December. December is kind of a transition month before we start the new year, and we're expecting to see some movement in the family-based categories as we start 2025, but you're going to see a very slow movement forward in employment-based all through June of 2025. Now, with respect to those of you that are currently inside the United States, with USCIS for employment-based family-sponsored preference, USCIS will continue to use the dates of filing chart to determine filing eligibility for adjustment of status if you are inside the United States. The same thing for employment and family-based. The chart to look for is the dates for filing chart. So let's look at the chart. I summarize it to you. We're going to start with employment-based. And again, whatever is red, there's a change, but it's always nice to kind of give it a little bit of a rundown. So final action dates, this is the chart that is most important for you. This is the chart that will determine when you'll get your green card. EB1A, extraordinary ability, professors, researchers, and multinationals. EB1 remains the same at February 1st, 2022 for India. China is at November 8, 2022. EB1 for all other countries remains current. And again, the prediction is that EB1 will remain current throughout the end of the year, also for 2025. EB2, advanced degree, aliens of exceptional ability. EB2 India will advance by 2 weeks to August 1st, 2012. You see, whatever is in red is a small movement. Anything else is not changing. EB2 China will remain at March 22nd, 2020, and all other countries remain at March 15, 2023. Again, I don't think you're going to see too much of that of movement for EB2 in the beginning of 2025, but after the spring of 2025, I do predict some movement forward. EB3 professionals and skilled workers. EB3 India will advance by 1 week to November 8, 2012. EB3 China will remain at April 1st, 2020. EB3 all other countries is at November 15, 2022. And again, EB3 has been a big issue for a lot of our clients and people who are following our channel. You're not going to see too much movement in that category because the demand exceeds the supply of these visas. EB3, all other workers. EB3 India advanced by 1 week to November 8, 2012. EB3 China will remain at January 1st, 2017. EB3 Philippines will remain at December 1st, 2020. EB3 all other countries will remain at December 1st, 2020. EB4 religious workers, EB4 all other countries will remain at January 1st, 2021. And for EB5 unreserved categories, India, January 1st, 2022, China, July 15, 2016, and all other countries, and also will remain current throughout 2025. We're now going to talk about dates of filing. As you can see, no change from the previous month. And the link for the blog in detail, exactly what I summarize here for you guys, is in the link, the description of this video. But it's always good to do it like this so we can kind of understand, and you're able to ask your questions in the comments. You can see there's no change in the chart, so we're not going to go over it. Let's talk about final action dates for family sponsored preference cases. Again, there is no change from the previous month. I wish I could give you better news, but I did mention to you that I don't think we're going to see any changes in December. As you can see, it's literally the same chart that I've analyzed in November. So if you want to understand more about the consequences of what happened in November, go back and see the November video. I talk about all the advancement forward in the family-based categories in November, and we had quite a few of them in November. So please go back and watch that video. Pretty much identical to November. We've seen movements in F3 categories last month and slight F2A. I believe F2A will be moving a little bit forward after spring of 2025, not before. So once again, I wish I could give you better updates, dates for filing as well. No change from November. Please go back to my video of November. I have a very detailed analysis as to what happened in the month of November. So to conclude, for employment-based categories, there will be no movement in the final action dates for filing chart during the month of December, except for filing the action date for EB2 India, which will advance by 2 weeks to August 1st, 2012, and EB3 India, which will advance by 1 week to November 8, 2012. With respect to family-based, final action dates and dates for filing will remain the same in December as in November. Again, we do see some retrogression in EB3. It is coming. And again, in terms of what you can expect for your visas, if you're stuck at an NVC, if you're worried, well, what's going to happen now? This January 20th, our new president is going to take place. What's going to actually happen with your visas in January of 2025 after the president takes place? Before we talk about that, guys, remember, you're here for the first time. Please subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. And also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to show this video to more people just like you. If you need help with your immigration matters, if you're worried about what's happening right now and you need a consultation to see and plan what to do, send me a text 619-483-4549 or go to www.immigrationsap.com. Leave your detail there, and one of our team members will contact you ASAP. So what is going to happen, guys? Retrogression will continue with EB3, and some EB2 visas will stay stuck for a while. The biggest issue is that we will see more backlog at embassies. On day one of his presidency after January 20th, I believe we're going to see some of these travel bans coming back. We're going to see more restrictions, and you're going to start seeing more strict adjudications at the U.S. embassies and consulates, which means that you're going to see more delays and backlogs. You need to take action on your cases now. Email NVC as much as possible. Change locations of your consulates if you need it, if you've been waiting for too long. And if your case has been pending forever, you do have the option to sue them. And trust me, they do act on that. So don't sit on your case right now. Sit down, talk to an attorney, see what you can do to move your case forward, because next year, things are not going to look as easy as they are now. Once again, any concerns that you have, post them in the comments below. I hope to give you better news in the January 2025 Visa Bulletin. But for December, this is what we have. So try to enjoy your holidays, of course. And remember, take action on your immigration case. Book a consultation. Use the number here. Let's plan your immigration journey before we have this new administration so we know what to do. Once again, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.